We are lining up here for our first round, our first elimination round. This is going to be the Nebula mirror match. Here we go.
All right.
So again, the higher seed team gets to pick the side that they're going to play on.
Are you ready? Nebula East, are you ready?
And here we go. First elimination match, Nebula versus Nebula. Will the East version of Nebula win over this?
Strong out the gate. Looks like Zelkos is going to take a shot, which leaves a 5-4 advantage to regular Nebula. And nope, they're sending Goop back. Milan is hit, and we're still at 0 middle bucket control. Both teams out here, and it looks like Nebula might have gotten to their bucket first, and that's a capture for Gavin Fuzzy. Go ahead.
Piggy taking up his traditional spot, holding down the close corner. Gavin joining him, hoping to control this vital space in the competition.
Too strong on that corner is OP. All right, we've got Goot and Devil Z coming in. We're going to see if they can make something happen here. And that answer is going to be no. We got Piggy traded out. Gavin is still in. So it's a 2-1 trade. Not bad. Weakens that position, but if you can't capitalize on something like that, is it really in your best interest? Because now there's just still 2 spawning back in.
It's true. Even after you take a position like that, if you're not prepared to take advantage of it, if you're not prepared to make a bucket run or lock the position down with your own players, you sacrifice player time potentially for nothing.
Yeah.
We do see Nebula East trying to take up the far side of the field.
Yep.
Getting ready to spawn in there, hoping to push Nebula out.
Yep.
Who's over there on Nebula?
It looks like we've got Milan and Rogue Contra just got out, I think.
Rogue Contra out.
Zelkos is about to come back in. Zelkos is in. Looks like he got caught. Those refs coming in handy. Slowing it down. You can feel the tensity in the air. The teams were playing hard before. They're playing hard now.
They're playing super hard. Unfortunately for Nebula East, fortunately, they've just taken the center bucket, but they only have 6 seconds on that bucket so far.
Oof.
They've got quite a bit to push back to catch up to the 87 that Nebula's got currently.
That is true, and that's Kale, King of Games, coming in with the red. Gonna switch it. Number 13, King of Games, doesn't quite make it to the far side, but he went for a risky extension. I mean, when you're ahead, you can sort of lock down some extensions. We're gonna have Goot come back and pull the bucket, and manage to escape. All right. Nebula East clawing back some of that time, about 80 seconds down on the bucket. Oh, we love you, David. Thanks for hanging out. We're killing it. Again, we love you. Without this, KT and I would be talking to nobody. So without the audience, what really is a sport?
It's incredible having an active chat. Thank you so much for being here.
Yep. All right, Rogue Contra stuck in a position. It looks like he's trying to... And coming in hot. Gavin with the kill. He's going straight for the bucket. And he got Milan. All right. And it looks like...
That's a cancel on the center bucket for Gavin.
So Nebula East going to maintain control of that bucket. Closing that gap. Closing in about 50 seconds will bring them tied up. All right, we're going to push from Nebula. They got 2 on the far corner. We're going to see if Goot can hold on to it. He's getting back up from Devil Z. Number 66, Milan, putting up a section. We're going to see if Nebula can get it. And Gavin gets hit and does not manage to get one. Nebula East maintaining the strong position on the corner. And it looks like they still have the bucket. We're closing in about 10-second spread now.
Devils traveling all the way here from Germany just to play in this tournament and here for this weekend. Really locking down this corner of the field.
Yes.
Until right now.
Yep, looks like he's taking a walk.
But Goot right there in the corner, ready to hold it down.
Having what you said earlier about even if you have someone get knocked out of the corner, having a teammate ready to replace you immediately.
Absolutely vital.
Vital. All right, we're going to get a cancel.
We got a cancel. Nebula East now taking the lead. They're over 20 seconds. They're about 20 seconds over.
King of Games coming out of spawn hot. Looks like he was going to try and make a run for the middle bucket, but got stopped.
But again, we're talking about two teams here who, while they don't practice together in the same way that some of the other ones do because so many of them have to travel, they are a tight-knit group. They communicate a lot. They share a lot of strategies. They know what the other team is going to do. And so the play style that you're going to see here, very different from a lot of the teams where you may have a coast separation or they know what's up. They all know what's up with the other team.
All right, we got Boomstick out, Rogue Contra pinned out in the corner. Gavin's going to come out and try and take his corner spot back. Ooh, it looks like he got him. Kale's telling the team to go for the bucket. They understand Goop across. This is the Goop-Goot matchup. Goop with the bucket.
We got a bucket knocked over, which I believe is going to result in a cancel.
A cancel or a penalty, maybe? I'm not super clear on that ruling.
Yeah, it looks like it's staying blue.
Okay, it might be, I know they were picky about if you crash into it.
Got it,
no forfeit because the bucket is not damaged. You can knock it over.
Damage.
Yeah. Okay, so we're maintaining blue. All right, look at this. Nebula East is starting to pull away with it a little bit. Gavin with the change and manages to get it before he gets tagged.
So we're going back to Nebula. We've only got about 15 seconds left in this match. It's not going to be enough to switch the game back over.
I don't think so.
We may have our first elimination settled here, but let's see how this plays out. 5 seconds
Nebula East
left.
moving to the bucket. Boomstick gets the churn. Managed to get tagged.
Then that's it.
That's the match.
We have Nebula East continuing on in this bracket.
All right, Nebula West or OG Nebula eliminated. We have our first official elimination of the Ragnarocktoberfest 5v5. East Coast, Beast Coast is correct this time, I guess, Mia. Look at that. Way to turn it around. Did not think they were going to have it. They did not have a strong start. Excuse me, not having a strong start is playing it a bit much. Nebula had a very strong start.